I will show you my drawing machine that I made in my attic at my home. As I said, I'm not a professional maker like the others. I do it as a hobby. And also, I'm not used to present my stuff to an audience, so be nice to me. And maybe if I have time, I'll show you other things. I have a timer here.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
You have a timer, but it's on 9 minutes and 57 seconds.
Which is not nice. They said 12 minutes.
52 seconds.
Okay. On the website, in Yossi's resume, it says that he's an angel of makers. Well, that's not true. When I met him, people told me that he's the fairy godfather of makers, which is more accurate. I can understand why people can confuse a fairy for an angel, the wings, right?
Why don't you show me?
Well, I wanted to say something about it, Yossi. Well, what do you do if you meet a fairy? You make a wish, right? Now I'm thinking, this is an opportunity. What can I get from this opportunity? And I'm thinking about it, and it's really, it's not an easy question. I mean, nobody thinks that you'll meet a fairy. And actually, I don't have an answer for this question right now. I will maybe return to it later. I was told that this is a show and tell, and I want first to show off my machine and my other stuff, and then say a few words about how I see being a maker in Israel or in this time. So, I control the computer? Okay, this is, no? Tachasim? This is a movie from my YouTube. You can stop it and can you pause it? Okay. No, okay, so this machine, I will show it in a minute. It doesn't travel well, so here the picture will show better. Maybe here it will show as good, but it had some problems on the way, so I'm glad I have the movie. What you see here, there is this scene with an artist and the model, and the artist moves his hand. There are these two cams that I turn like this with a handle, and this part doesn't work very well because no, it's okay. And here he has a laser and a special paper that I got from the Science Museum in Jerusalem. I'm glad to say it because I'm really good friend of the museum. They helped me a lot on many things. And when the laser touches the points on the paper, it leaves a mark. So run the movie. And it draws a picture. Right, I know the model is dressed and in the picture she's nude. Why? Why? Because that's the way he sees her, maybe. Well, in the original one, the painter is nude as well. You will see it.
What pages are included in the museum?
Right. In the Science Museum, they have one of these. I made them, and I had to make a different picture because it's Jerusalem. That's right. In the back, you can see other things that I made.
Before you move to the other side.
Ah, right. I need to say a few words about.
No, in the United States, at this point, usually people applaud, not have to tell your mother that I stole the joke from your manual.
Okay, you can stop it. I have it here. So usually, well, of course, the smart part is in designing these cams that will direct the hand of the artist, that will make the image on the paper. This is not the hardest part, it's the smart part. The hardest part is, as always, the mechanical part, to make that it will not shake too much and pieces will not crash into each other.
Yeah,
I just love doing it.
How many years ago you came with the idea to create this machine?
Ooh, I thought about it forever, until my head blew and I had to make it. And then I also made it forever. I made, I don't know how many prototypes, or I made...
How many prototypes?
Until this one, about 4 or 5, and after it, I have another 2. And now I'm planning to make a kit. I bought, actually for this, I bought a laser cutting machine. And I want to make a drawing machine that I can give people as a kit to put together. And I wrote an application that you can design your own picture. It's a little like a music machine, right? That you can change the little cylinder and it will play whatever you want. And that's it.
How you got to the idea?
I don't.
I can also do like this.
Well, I was in a panel today that a big professor said that we don't know where we get any ideas from, so I don't know. It's just something I always wanted to make. I really don't know, Yossi. You're asking me questions that I don't know the answer to.
What your family said when you all of a sudden began to be a professor?
Well, my wife is not too excited about it because I don't get to spend, I really spend all my spare time in the attic making stuff, and I don't have much spare time.
And you have now 4 prototypes you built before this?
Well, yeah, they're
then
broke.
this one, then another 2 ones, and the one
Right.
it's like 9 of these machines. What do you store all of them?
Yeah, everything in my attic at home.
How often your wife is going to the attic?
Never. She doesn't have an access, right? So I said I bought a laser cutting machine. Yossi, you threw me out. I had different idea about what I'm going to talk about, but we'll do it. I don't care. So I made different kind of mechanism. This is an iris. It's nice, and I sell it them as a kit.
Can you pass it among the people, or it's to the left?
No, it's not.
Why don't you pass it?
Sure, you can have them. Yeah. And this is the most popular. I don't have it enlarged. These are big. I made them small, and I sell them in Etsy, in the internet, as kits. This is a nice wind-up car, and it usually goes, whoa, with a rubber band. It's nice. And this is the first thing I made. You saw in the movie a big, the original, and I made a kit, and I'm selling it as well. It's nice. Yeah, why not? I'll show the gun, the card gun. If I'm showing off all my stuff, and now I wish I brought a little more. This is a stolen idea, so I need to give credit to Yuval Kedem. I saw him.
He's
another crazy guy from Yossi's.
Maybe before you shoot it, everybody signed the waiver, you know.
Right. How far can a card fly? Whoa. Very far. Okay, this is it because I didn't get to talk about how it is to be a maker, but it's...
How is it to be a maker?
Okay. Thank you.
The museum made this maker fair, and you met other makers, right? Most
Yeah.
of them you made.
Well, because I'm not a professional maker like the others, I don't show my stuff. I don't go to many
You didn't
conventions.
show, now
I
you
didn't.
are showing, yeah.
Right? Yes. Since I met you, I do. Right? I felt really lonely in the scene because I don't know personally people that just make stuff.
That have the same disorder. You know?
Right, it is a disorder. And I'm very happy that there is, I know about the scene in the world. There is a magazine, a maker magazine, and there are people you can see in YouTube. They're doing fantastic things. People, especially if you're in the United States and Britain, but you can see other places in Europe, Japanese are crazy. They do fantastic things, and now, when once in a while I meet other makers, for me it's really the best time to meet people like myself.
Now I have a surprise for you. Who think that Yoav is doing also fantastic things?
Thank you. Why I do it for? I don't do it for the money. I sell in the internet not for the money, because I want the attention. I'm an attention addict, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Now, what your wife think about the whole thing?
Well, she likes me the way I am, I think.
Yoav, thank you very much. You are great.